with Sefer Chofetz Chaim, and big topic is the same to Ellis for constructive for the victim's benefit. In today's topic, shifting the blame. Yet another situation where negative speech may be in order is where one is a victim of the false accusations and wishes to divulge the identity of the real culprit to vindicate himself. Whether or not this is permissible depends on the nature of the crime. So, like without learning the Sefer, so you would say, they suspect that I did something, but I did not do it. There is somebody else, so I should tell them. And Chofetz Chaim said, not so fast. Right? Let's see. The crime of this type that would halachically require require the observer to inform either the victim or others of the culprit identity, he should do so. Okay, so one more time, and we're going to explain. So this looks like this person, the suspect, right? So he saw who actually did it, and the question is he allowed to tell the victim, right, or somebody else who actually did it. Okay, so one more time. If the crime is of the type that would halachically require the observer to inform, meaning require observer to inform, meaning what? Meaning that maybe somebody is losing money, right? Observer to inform either the victim or others of the culprit identity, he should do so, but not always. So, for example, if he was the only witness, so even if he would say, yeah, the person did it, okay, but it's not going to help. Okay. If there is no constructive purpose in revealing the culprit identity, other than vindicate oneself, it would be forbidden for the accused to name the culprit. The accused should declare his innocence and refrain from incriminating anyone else. So if he's not going to lose anything, right? So I mean, even like for a fact that person was there, this suspect, right, was there, so he can, and they would tell him, they would press him, who did it? He said, I did not do it. Okay, very interesting, right? So it will, one more time, if there is no constructive purpose, meaning nobody is going to gain anything if they're going to find out the identity of perpetrator, right, of culprit. If there is no constructive purpose in revealing the culprit's identity, other than vindicate oneself, meaning so to take the blame of oneself, right? It would be forbidden for the accused to name the culprit. Okay, so meaning what? Okay, so you know who did it. So what are you going to do with that, right? The accused should declare his innocence and refrain from incriminating anyone else. So even though like he was there. And they ask him, okay, so you did not do it, so who did it? So I did not do it. So continue saying same thing over and over again. Okay. In a situation where only two people are possible suspects, which means that the denial on the part of one is tantamount to accusation against the other, it is permitted to deny the charge, provided that the act committed was indeed improper. However, if the alleged offense was, in fact, the innocent statement of action, the accused should not deny it. Denial would implicate the other person, who in this case is guilty of no real crime. So let's try to read from the beginning and explain the difference in the situation. Okay, let's see if we can come up with some kind of example. Let's see. The situation when the only two people are possible suspects. Only these two were like at that time and that place. Okay, which means that the denial one part is tantamount to accusation of the other. So in the case before, he said I did not do it. So basically there could be many possibilities. So okay, so there is no problem. But here, if there are only two people and he say I did not do it, and we know that somebody else, another specific person was with him, it's like as they say tantamount that he named that person. It is permissible to deny the charge, provided that the act committed was indeed improper. So, we're not allowed to get for ourselves the bad name, like that we do improper things. Okay. Right, so in this case, you can say, I did not do it. Don't name him. Okay, so it's indirect, but I did not do it. However, if the alleged offense was in fact an innocent statement or action, so innocent, maybe somebody said something. I don't know. Like, okay. So meaning that there is no actual damage. Right? Still no action. The accused should not deny it. So, okay. Is it an obligation to accept himself? Maybe not, but at least as a way of piety, right? So he should not deny it. Okay. Denial would implicate that the other person who in this case is guilty of no real crime. Okay. I mean, I don't have any good example. I don't know, like something like insignificant. So the guy said, who sat in my seat? Okay, so here's an example. Some people they clean their nose and forgot to pick up the napkins, the tissues, right? So is it the biggest crime? Okay, so it's not polite, it's not nice, that we should never do it and stuff like that. But if somebody said, who was sitting, like we had this morning, the guy came, I don't know where were he, for a few days, and somebody sat in his seat. I don't even know when, but somebody sat in his seat for sure and left something and messed up his books. I don't know what happened. So he was like demanding, I think maybe it's a good, who was sitting in my seat? Of course, nobody told them. I hope, right? But that's there is no real crime. So to say like only to people that I did not do it, meaning that another person did it, would be improper. Okay. So meaning try not to say it. Continue. It is a midah chasidus, measure of piety, to accept the blame in all cases, unless revealing the identity of the guilty party serve constructive purpose. For also, one should not accept the blame for an act which would reflect badly on the community or the observant Jews in general, as this would consider Hil Hashem, desecration of Hashem's name. Okay, so let's do this piece again and we try to explain. And midas chasidus, right, measure of piety, to accept blame in all cases. So it's actually midas chasidus who was famous for that. David HaMelech, right, before he was HaMelech, when he was just a David, right, little David. So and like people blame him in everything, and he never denied, never. So he continues smiling, and people actually thought that he was very, very bad person. You understand? So and he would take the blame for everything, unless revealing right. So it's midas chasidus, accept upon use of the blame, unless reveal an identity of guilty party serves constructive purpose, meaning that he would reimburse another person. Okay, that's constructive purpose. Right, continue. Or he's a danger to society, to other people. Okay. Also, one should not accept blame for an act that which reflects badly on the community. So, I know these Jews. I know that. Yeah, that's very like them. So, of course, if don't do that. Don't be big heroes because it's going to reflect badly on the community and on the Jewish people, especially observant ones. Yeah. So you have to be like think before you're trying to act like a chassid. Okay, stop here. Any questions on what we said?
Hello?
Yes, go ahead, please.
We have a question on the board.
Okay.
It says, Shalom Kodav, if there are two brothers, Shimon and Reuven, and their mom finds out one of them ate the cake without permission. Shimon ate the cake, but Reuven is being accused. Should Reuven deny the accusation?
No, that's exactly the case. Oh, 1 second. Tell me, whose cake was it?
No, it didn't belong to anyone. It was just a cake, but
Okay, like family cake, and somebody ate the cake, right?
Yeah, he says the mom finds out that one of them ate the cake.
Okay.
But it was Shimon the one who ate the cake, but Reuben is being accused. So the question is, should Reuben deny the accusation?
So that's exactly. Thank you very much. That's exactly the case. So in this case, he should not, because it's not a real crime to do that. You understand? But I would say one of the ways that Chofetz Chaim suggests, just go to that person and tell him, look, you did it. So I mean, just step forward and say that's what you did it. You don't want me to tell them, right? Or like apply a little pressure on that person. Let him confess, not you tell somebody that he did something. So that this is a good case. I mean, nobody lost anything. A cake, they're going to make another cake or buy another cake. You understand? So I think it's a good example when you have to accept the blame. Okay. What else? Any other questions? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I had a doubt in regards to the situation that Torah mentioned about David Melech, that he would accept of the blame himself, like he would not try to clean his name, so to speak. So, because I heard some time ago that if the person is accused like en masse, like very a lot of people is like speaking Lashon Hara about this person, and if this Lashon Hara ends up not being true, instead of getting like a bad decree upon the person as a reward, he's gonna get blessings. Sort of what happened with Bilam, that tried to curse Am Israelim, instead they got blessings. So I don't know if this kind of applies.
No, the case is with David HaMelech was a little more complicated. So first of all, with his birth, they thought that he's like a mamzer. You understand? So like they suspect and somehow the mother was keeping quiet, just suffering, right? And she could not. I don't remember exactly the details of the story. Why she did not stand up and said that's not what happened. So this father, he divorced his mother. And because he suspected that his lineage is actually what is it? Just one second. I'm trying to remember. So he was trying to fix the lineage and marry a shivcha, like a concubine, or a maidservant. So maidservant is like a slave or something, like non-Jewish slave. I think that was the story, and this slave she respected, of course, his wife, right, very much, and she told the wife of this Ishai, right, and they actually switched places. And when this Ishai was thinking that he's with this maidservant, it was actually his own wife. And from this union came out David HaMelech. So everybody, like his father, his family thought, and of course the people around thought that he's a mamzer, right? So that his mother conceived him when she was actually married, semi-married. That's all like a doubtful situation, right? And when something like would get lost or stolen in a town, so who is it? This mamzer did it. Okay, who is? Because mamzer is a bad character person. You understand? And he was quiet, and it was not like if sometimes if you try to deny it, they going to like blame you even more. So, and actually that's how Chofetz Chaim says, when just because somebody was quiet when accused. So some people say, yeah, he was quiet because he accepted that he was admitting the blame. Not necessarily. Maybe some people, first of all, some people are in shock from this brazenness. Somebody talk to them like that. right, in public about them like that. And second reason is actually what we just mentioned, that they see that there is no point of arguing. Nobody is going to listen what I'm going to say anyway, or it's going to create even more machlokas. So I better keep quiet, right? So just because, meaning what? If somebody was accused publicly and kept quiet without responding, does not mean that he's actually guilty. You understand? So. Yeah.
So what about this accusations imply Hilul Hashem? In this case, would it be good to go and clean the name of the person?
Hilul Hashem. So it's actually when it would go like against the Jewish community, or as we said, or about or against religious people. But that in the story of David HaMelech, it was only against him. So not even against like him and implying his mother, but never against his family, right? So his family, his father was a prominent person, brothers also prominent people, so it's not against them. And plus, as we said, it was like impossible. People like they decided like in their head that he's a perpetrator. He's to blame. Okay, so whatever we say, that does not make any difference. Okay, that's the story.
Yeah, I was referring not to David HaMelech himself, but in general, like some Jews being accused publicly by some goyim or whatever.
Yeah, in this case, yes, it would be Hilul Hashem if he admits, that he's not guilty. Absolutely, yes. So if it's if the blame would go not only on this person, and they see this person as representative of the Jewish people, absolutely 100%. You have to push back, or it would be a representative of religious people. Among the not religious, absolutely, you have to push back very hard. But in case of David HaMelech, that's what I said. There was no like blame against Jewish people because all of them were Jews, and not against religious people. I guess most of them were religious anyway. Sorry. Okay, so the problem only was that with him. So he was training his character. That's it. So he did not lose anything. Basically, Hashem paid him, and his behavior actually made him very, very humble. Right, very humble, and that's what made him a king. He was humble on one hand. On the other hand, he was a servant of Hashem. And he understood all the people, even though they're good, very holy, but they can turn against you in a split moment. So I had this situation like from like almost not weekly, but semi-monthly, I would guess. Person say, "I love you very much. You changed my life. You helped me. I'm watching your video," and then I did not respond. I say something like not curse, but very bad word. Like, what did I do to you? Like I don't know. You understand? So I don't believe all of these compliments. You understand? So keep the compliments. Keep you wanna watch, continue watching, and don't curse me basically. Okay. So anything else? Shall we continue?
Thank you very much, Rabbi. No, there's no more questions on the window chat.
Okay.